Yo, welcome back. This is Sarone Games Gold, hollering at you from the bounds of the internet. And here, we're doing a review of the top 10 Marvel Legends figures that I collect. I play video games, but also collect a lot of figures as well. So this is going to be my showcasing of the top 10 Marvel Legends action figures that came out in 2017. These are my personal top 10. I know everybody else has their own personal favorites of this year, but coming towards the year's end, I believe that these were the best of the entire 2017 waves that we've had. And here we go. Coming in at number 10, it is the Marvel Legends Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 wave. It was actually the Mantis Wave. I did collect these. I got every figure so I can build the bath that you see right here in the middle. But the reason why I have these three as number 10 is because they all share the new photo 3D scanning printing that they're doing, and I really like how these came out. So instead of separating these figures as far as the ladies is concerned, I decided to combine them all together because I think these three individual ladies all came out perfect, and they do deserve a spot on the top 10 list. So this is the Marvel Legends Mantis Wave. Gamora, Mantis, and Nebula. Next up, at number 9, we have Death's Head from the Guardians of the Galaxy wave. Now, the reason why Death's Head's up here, and I'm pretty sure it's not a lot of fans that actually like Death's Head, but Death's Head actually came from Transformers from back in the day when Marvel was making the Transformer comics. And then, you know, in between Death's Head comic and Transformer comic, Death's Head made his way over to the Marvel comics. And this is a newer version of Death's Head. If you look online, you'll see an older version of Death's Head, but I remember collecting a lot of those Marvel cards from back in the day, early 90s. They had this character on one of the cards, and I just thought he looked real awesome, and I'm glad that they actually put him in figure form. He has his gun arm. He also has another arm, separate arm as well, but I like how Marvel, Hasbro actually designed this character, and just to see him in this image straight out of the comic books, I think he deserves a spot in my top 10 list. So this is Death's Head from the Guardians of the Galaxy wave. Coming in at number 8 on the top 10 Marvel Legends list is Cyclops and Jean Grey. Now, this pack was hard to come by. It was a 2-pack that was only exclusive to Toys R Us. And on its release, a lot of people found it hard to find. I, myself included, found it very hard to find. I actually found this hidden under some baby dolls in a totally different part of the store. But I ended up finding it because I saw online that they had one left in stock. So I was very lucky to get this. And I think this is a very good addition to the Marvel Legends series because this has a deep history of how the Phoenix, Jean Grey, turned into the Phoenix and actually her untimely death. But still, this is comic book history. As you can see the backdrop, this is also the in-card inside sleeve that came with that 2-pack. And yeah, it was a very good comic. And it really showed Jean Grey in a totally different light as far as from whatever everyone assumed her to be, you know. And yeah, so this is the Marvel Legends Cyclops Jean Grey 2-pack. Coming in at number 8. Okay, so coming in at number 7 on my list of top 10, I have Bullseye. Bullseye, now, this character was released back in the old Toy Biz days. I actually did come across this Bullseye. Funnily, when he came out, I actually went to a Walgreens and saw the display of him, but it wasn't this Bullseye. It was the old Toy Biz Bullseye because there was somebody who swapped him out and put in the old Toy Biz version, which I was tempted to buy, but all in all, this is probably the best version of Bullseye you're going to get. Doesn't have a lot of paint on it like the old Toy Biz ones, but I still like this version, and this is going to be included on this top 10 list. So Bullseye As you can see, his gun right there, he does come with a different gun, but I decided to give him Misty Knight's gun instead. But yeah, this is the Marvel Legends Bullseye, coming in at number 7. Coming in at number 6 is the Marvel Legends Ares, out of the Mighty Thor Ragnarok wave. Now, this was released in the past. I heard it was a builder figure piece. It was very expensive on the secondhand market to try to get, but Marvel did re-release him, and I just thought he was just an awesome figure when I saw him in the package. Didn't know too much about Ares until I started referencing and looking at the comics, and I noticed that, yeah, this dude he's pretty much a big deal. Not to get confused with DC Ares, this is Marvel's Ares, because as you know, the history of Marvel, Marvel and DC like to use certain ideas of characters and borrow from each other over the course of years. So this is the Marvel Legends Ares, and I also kept one in box because I just like this particular design. It sort of reminds me of the Fist of the North Star design, so that's why I ended up picking the second one. But yeah, this is Ares coming in at number 6. And next up and coming number 5 on this top 10 Marvel Legends list of 2017 is Bor. Bor is the father of Odin. This is pretty much a SDCC 2017 San Diego exclusive. I did not get a chance to go to San Diego exclusive Comic-Con, but I did get a chance to purchase this from a secondary buyer, a secondary person who's pretty much split up the box. I really like the design of this particular character. I think they did a very good job with the paint deco. As you can see, you know, his shoulder pads look like wood grain. Also his back, he does come with a big axe and a shield. So I don't have that out. I have that pretty much put in storage right now. But this is Bor, the SDCC 2017 exclusive Marvel Legend, coming in at number 5. Next up in the Marvel Legends top 10 list, coming in at number 4 is the Marvel Legends Vulture Bath. Now, what's cool about this particular bath is this design wasn't made by no other action figure company, not SH Figures, not Figma. This is the only design that I know of until another company decides to make it, that actually created a very well build-a-figure of Vulture, and his wingspan is huge. Right now you're just seeing a cropped version of it, but to me, of 2017, this is a runner-up in the best bath of 2017 Marvel Legends in my book. His wingspan is huge. It has likeness of the actual character from the movie, and I mean, come on, it's Birdman, it's Batman, it's Michael Keaton, so yeah, this had to go into my top 10 list of Marvel Legends, so yeah. Okay, so coming in next at number 3 is the Hulk Ragnarok Build-A-Figure Bath. This guy is a beast. This can possibly be just as good. I think it is as good easily as the Hulkbuster wave we got back in the Avengers wave. But this particular piece, I mean, I think came out perfect. Before any other company, whether it was Figma, whether it was SH Figures that designed this guy, I think a lot of other companies wanted to design him. But as far as a Marvel Legends collector, I think he was a worthy addition to the Marvel Legends line. He has a removable helmet. He also had 2 powerful weapons. He has his hammer and he has his axe that he came with. But yeah, the Ragnarok Hulk was pretty much very good design, and I think Hasbro did a very good job as far as capturing the likeness of Bruce Banner as the Incredible Hulk. So yeah, Hulk Banner comes in at number 3 on the top 10. And coming in at number 2 is another SDCC exclusive, Unworthy Thor. Now this particular character was released in the Thor Ragnarok wave, but this particular design of him was only a SDC exclusive. As you can see, his face detail is a lot different from the bath that came out with the rest of the wave, the Ragnarok wave, but this particular design of Thor was in the comics, and if you ever read Unworthy Thor, you can see him actually kneeling down in front of Mjolnir trying to pick it up, but he can't. And I think Odin visits him and, asks him, son, what's wrong? But as you can see, his cape is tethered, is very worn, it has holes in it. It's not as bright as red as the one that came in the bath, but this one was a worthy pickup. I did not go to the San Diego Comic-Con, but I did know someone who actually sold this to me for a decent price. So I'm very fortunate enough to have this particular design of Thor. And yeah, coming in at number 2. Now, as this countdown comes to a close, I'd like to thank anybody who watched this, who, just Marvel Legend collecting, just like to collect figures. I collect figures, but I really don't review them too often. But I just wanted to give my own personal top 10 list of what figures I think were really good, closing out 2017, going into 2018. There's going to be a lot more figures that come out, and there's a lot more waves that I'm anticipating on seeing, especially trying to finish off my Spider-Verse waves. I know we got Punk Spider-Man coming out, and I think one more other Spider-Woman coming out. But to ado, here is my number 1 figure, Marvel Legends 2017, and it goes to Jessica Jones. Jessica Jones has been an awesome show, number 1, and the 3D printing that they've been doing with these figures are phenomenal. This figure I know was also shared with Mary Jane, but I didn't like the way they did her shoes. I think since she came first, she gets the spot. Even though I would have included Mary Jane too, I just had to go with Jessica Jones. Marvel Legends really don't release a lot of normal, plain clothes looking characters, so I believe and I think that this character and this design just knocked it out the park for me. There was a lot of good runners up. I almost included the new Wolverine with the faceless with the face exposed that came in the classic pack, but I didn't. He was close, but I couldn't include Wolverine because we already got a Wolverine. But yeah, Jessica Jones is a pretty good character, and the way they designed it with the leather and everything, I think she came out perfect. I think this is a perfect representation of the Netflix series, and she claims the top spot in my Marvel Legends countdown. And that wraps up the end of my top 10 of 2017 Marvel Legends list. If you liked it, rate, comment, and subscribe. And I will still be doing a couple of previews for video games and playthroughs and stuff like that. But once again, this is Cerrone Games, and I hope you liked the video. Like I said, rate, comment, and subscribe, and peace.